around. I'm like, oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As the season winds down, let's take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still a lot to play for between now and wildcard weekend, and as usual, seeding should wind up playing a major role in determining who goes on to the Super Bowl. It's the Monarchs going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
Larry, thank you. The renovations, they have certainly transformed this place as EA Sports welcomes you to beautiful Miami, Florida. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the London Monarchs and the Miami Dolphins. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit. 2nd down following the incompletion. On play action, Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. 1st down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Back to the ground on 1st. Again, it's Rawls. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Okay, time now to meet the starters defensively for the Miami Dolphins.
And let's start with Xavier Howard, a cornerback out of Baylor. He's one of the top 50 players on my board coming out of the draft in 2016, and I don't think he's going to disappoint. Long, lean, has excellent ball skills.
They go play action. Mariota. That's complete to Sharp. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anywhere near the guy throwing the football.
Mariota to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On second down, Rawls. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the opening drive of the game yields 3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
To him right up the gut. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. Second and 13. They go read out. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. After the penalty, the offense now dealing with a 3rd and 19. So with this far to go, maybe they try something safe underneath. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. So on now is the Miami punter, Matt Darr, to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Mariota now. They set up the screen to Rawls. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. A second down throw here for Mariota. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Throwing, Mariota. This one caught left side by Cooper. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it's London football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On second down, here's Wilson. It's caught, Stills, right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to Parker, left side. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here now the offense heading back out there. Last time out they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, Mariota again. They set up the screen to Rawls. And some space here. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
3 yards to go here on second down. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Second down, Mariota. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And on 2nd and 10 now. A second down throw here for Mariota. And he whips that one incomplete there. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And Suckup will put this one right through, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
To throw Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much, Leonard?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes
looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Will Compton, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Now Wilson on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On third down, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And there's your standard issue draw play. I like it a lot better when it's actually been set up.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Mariota now on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fresh set of downs here. Mariota on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Suckup will put this one right through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
I can hear the sigh of relief all the way up here. A dangerous throw, backed up in their own territory and throwing an out route, and it got jumped, and they were fortunate it was only batted down and not intercepted.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit, but how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And this one is incomplete. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Mariota now to throw on first down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up second down. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Second down, Mariota. And his pass is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On third down, Mariota. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on fourth down. They'll sneak it with Mariota. Give him 3 on the play, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on fourth down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
Mariota to throw it this time. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run for it here. This is Prosh, the fullback. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
First down, this is Rawls. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. Oh, the hurdle! And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice, strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
So now here come the Dolphins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that's complete. It's Sims. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And oh, what a catch that time by Landry. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career. The Hail Mary he caught to beat the Lions in 2015 in Detroit, pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like you right now if they heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. A running play for Rawls. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides eat.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he coughed it up. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. On the left side, this is Stills. 23 yards on the play. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Russell Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On the dive, here's the fullback Prosch. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. They run with a power back. Rawls. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 23 yards on the play. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in for the touchdown. Amari Cooper, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Now it's Wilson. He gets it to Sims, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Avery Williamson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Wilson. And throw right side complete to Parker. The reception good for 7. It's third down. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And quickly they get to the line. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to air one out. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And a loose football. Rawls loses it. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. The play clock's running down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Again, Rawls. He's been busy tonight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. And this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
They go again with Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2nd down and 4. Here's Rawls. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The gain of 4 that time is the draw. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they will take a knee here. The National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From South Florida, good night, everybody.